All right, welcome guys. Well, today my wife was doing some research and we came up with a plan for this comfrey plant that we have here. And this comfrey plant, Priscilla, tell us how big this thing gets.
It gets like something like this and it'll just fall over. The branches and leaves will just fall over if I don't do anything with it.
And we've used comfrey a lot. It's got so many medicinal values. I think it's just a good part of your permaculture garden. But we were researching, it grows so fast. What are some more things we can do with it? And so today we're going to show you what we're going to try. This is something new for us. We haven't tried it yet, but we're going to make some comfrey tea as a compost tea for our
fertilizer.
Yes, for our vegetable plants, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever plants that we have that
I heard
need it.
Pepper plants, tomatoes, literally the whole garden loves this comfrey tea, this fertilizer that you make, and it's as simple as can be. Also, this plant already was falling over and I completely cut it down, gave it to the chickens. By the way, the chickens love it. It's
right.
Good for the chickens and the goats. The goats, it's kind of like hay. There's a lot of protein in it. And so I'd like to feed it to the goats. I'm going to actually start some more plants just to feed the chickens and the goats and to make a lot of fertilizer. You also can make salve for it heals for burns and
cuts, that type of thing.
Comfrey used to be called knit bone because it healed bones so well, broken bones. And if you make a comfrey poultice for it and keep it on there, it heals very quickly.
The bees are liking it. Here we have this is a bumblebee actually, but the bumblebee buzzing around these plants. They actually do really well on these.
Yeah, they love the flowers.
Yep. So we're just going to cut a bunch of it off, put it in this bucket right now.
So what I do is just strip off the leaves and just pile them in this bucket, and the rest, the stem, you can either feed to the chickens or it becomes a nice compost for the garden. It aerates the garden. It's really good for the plants.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Chloe. Do you love it out here, Chloe?
And if I even give the plant, like the leaves, a twist, it breaks it down faster.
So that's what we're going to do now. We're just going to keep filling this thing. How full are you going to make it, babe?
I'm going to make it full to the top, and then we're going to fill it with water and let it sit for up to 2 to 3 weeks until it's all just a sludge, and then it'll make some really good fertilizer.
So we've got this bucket full of comfrey leaves. It's pretty tight full. It's a little bit of room there. We're gonna get water, fill that up with water, and then I'm gonna take all these stems right here. I'm gonna take these up and throw them up to the chickens, and they're gonna love that. They're gonna pick around on it, get all the good stuff out of it yet, and then the stems will just sit there and compost. And then what happens is each fall we try to get, because we feed all our slop to the chickens, anything that's scrap from the house, it can even be meat scraps or any slop, garden scraps, we put it all the chickens, and that's probably comprises about half of their feed. And then we take and then we'll put that manure and compost back on the garden this fall. So Chloe, let's go and get some water in here.
And here is what's left of the comfrey plant. There's quite a bit there. I make smoothies out of this comfrey. I put comfrey leaf, red beet leaves, and carrot tops, and spinach and kale, and I make a green smoothie for us with some fruit and kefir in it, so keep our immune system healthy. And here are a few little starts that I'm going to transplant up under the orchards. It helps aerate the root system up there, so I'm going to plant these up there in the orchard.
I think all the chickens are, they're sitting in the shade over here. There they go. Pretty hot. I don't know if they're going to want to eat or not. They're panting. There they go, always looking for something to... This hen over there on the far side that you can see the, what do you call her in English? In German you call her a Gluck, a setting hen. There you go. She's got 4 babies. One day we woke up and here was this hen walking around with chicks. We didn't even know she was setting. She was out, she had flew out of the pen somewhere and she apparently was up underneath one of the bushes or something, and she had 7, but now she's down to 4, so I penned her in. But that was already 3 weeks ago probably. But all this stuff that you see right here, this was all inside the chicken pen, and then for bedding, and then once it was kind of, you know, worked through and not as clean, I threw it out here, and they just keep composting it. And then we'll take this and we'll put this on our garden. Okay, now we're simply just filling it with water.
Yeah, we're gonna fill it to the top, and then we're gonna put the lid on, and we're just gonna set it up in our pavilion for 2 to 3 weeks. I'll keep it checked until it totally is broken down just to green sludge, and then we'll be able to use it. And I think I'm gonna try 1 part of this to 3 parts water. That's what I heard, and so we're gonna try that, and I'm gonna put it on all of our plants and garden, see how it does. I love when you can reuse stuff, like know how to use things, know how to use the plants that you have in the garden. Did you spray her?
You can open the water further if you want.
I sure can.
We have a very, very good well. We have 12 gallons a minute, which is just awesome. And it's such good water too.
Okay.
Drink right out of the hose.
It's right up here to the top, like that. And then we'll just put on the lid. Maybe my husband has to do it.
All right, here I come, honey, to the rescue. When in doubt, just use your feet. There we go.
And now we're just gonna let it sit for 2 to 3 weeks and 20 days. And then we'll show you how it looks. You just have to watch for our videos.
All right, there it'll sit for a while.
It's a jungle out here.
Okay, you wouldn't believe what I was looking for here, and look what I found underneath there. We had
no way.
No idea. Baby kitties. Look at that. Avalon doesn't even know. I just jerked up these rhubarb plants in a random place to look for some kiwi that we had planted here, and there are some kittens. I thought the mom looked skinny. Like, what happened? That is a surprise.
That is amazing.
Little baby kitties right there. Wow, right in the rhubarb patch. Looks like there's...
right underneath the rhubarb.
How many are there?
I knew the cat was out here in the garden
There's
a lot.
only 2 of them. I guess I'll cover it up again. I don't know how she even gets underneath there. That's crazy.
That is a neat surprise.
Wow. Here's actually the kiwi I was looking for. It's too choked out. I can't really get its sun, I don't think. But we have a couple kiwis, but this one just doesn't look like it's doing that great.
They're not the regular kind. They're, you know,
a hardy kiwi.
They're like a hardy kiwi. They're
Northern,
smaller, and we've not gotten any fruit of it.
But there's
yet.
male and female, I think. Maybe they're too far apart or something, I don't know. Huh, that's funny about those little kittens. We'll have to tell Avalon that's her cat. That's Rosie.
Hi, Mom.
This is literally the worst place in our garden. I mean, look at the weeds growing on that side of the fence and the weeds growing on this side of the fence. We're gonna plant our comfrey up here, I guess. and
It'll help with the soil once they really grow.
we had a big old tree. See this big tree right here? It was literally taking all the moisture out of this area of the garden. And so we cut the tree down, and that helped, but the ground has never been really neutralized or had nutrition up here. It's just so tough. So I'm glad we're doing something to help out. It's like virgin dirt here. Okay, Priscilla is now, oh man, you need your gloves, babe.
Well, I like to get my hands in the dirt every once in a while. It's good for you. Then we'll water these, and you know, just little, even just a little root, just a little part of a root, this will grow.
Super hardy.
They're extremely hardy.
I have to send the boys up here to weed this area. They're pretty good weeders. Now I will go get some water.
Sally can vasa din griya.
Pulling her dog around. Her dog came off the leash, so she's all upset over her. Funny. See if they pop up. So one thing I'm going to do here on this video yet is I'm going to spray these pear trees, and what I'm using is just a window cleaner can, but I'm using copper fungicide, I believe it's what it's called, because these pear trees get this blight really bad for some reason. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Yeah, you can see it right there. It's the black spots on here. And I'm not sure what makes it, but I finally figured out after a couple of years that that's what it is. So I started treating with copper. And if I do it every once in a while, like maybe once a month or every 3 weeks or so, I just come out and spray it. It keeps it down. If I don't, then it'll just start getting really bad. Basically the whole tree almost dies, like the leaves all turn black. And this keeps it from doing that. So I don't know what else to do. If you guys have a better remedy, something else I should try. I don't think it's like I think it's natural. I don't think it's a chemical, or I don't think it's terribly bad for the garden. But if there's a better way, make sure you tell me about it. So anyways, I just come out here and I spray these things down. If you have blight like this, then just use this copper spray, and it seemingly just takes care of it pretty fast. And then any new leaf that comes out, I just kind of keep watching. If I see anything on a new leaf, and I see a couple rust spots on a new leaf here, if I see that, then I know it's time to hit them again. So yeah, if you guys have a better way of doing it, let me know. I'm always open to ideas, but that's what I do. I just kind of come out every once in a while, spray this, and we do have some fruit on these. There's not a lot of fruit on these pears for some reason. This tree here has got a lot more. See if you can see these. Oh, where are they at? Right there. There's some. And there's some more hanging here. This is not a great tasting pear. I mean, it's good, but I know there's better pears. I forget, it's like an Asian pear or something. But I think we can raise Bartlett's here. So might have to try a tree or two later. So anyways, that's what I'm doing right now, just on this, spraying this tree down. Okay. Go ahead, babe.
Thank you for watching our many adventures and gardening ideas that we have. We really appreciate it. And we're so blessed to have you all watching us.
Mm-hmm. And it's so fun to do it with her.
It is.
She's so cute.
It's fun to do it with this man. I don't know what I would do without him in my life. I really appreciate him.
Makes two of us.
Blessings.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.